Hello, females on fire. I am coming to you wearing my casual attire. It's 20 past 10 here, and what I want to come to you today to talk about is I want to talk about the most common message that I receive from people in my mailbox at the moment. And the most common message that I receive from people is, I'm behind on this. I haven't had a chance to look at this. I haven't had a chance to do that. Basically, excuses. That is overridingly what I see most coming from people. Now I get it. I get it that life sometimes gets in the way. Some emergency crops up, you're ill, something else takes priority. But the frequency with which I receive these messages suggests to me that these are generally being used as excuses. People are making excuses. Are you making excuses about why you are not taking action in your business? Are you afraid of taking action in your business? Are you afraid of what might happen? Are you afraid of looking stupid? When are you going to decide that taking control of your business is important? When are you going to step up and take action? It is so easy to get overwhelmed with all the information and being bombarded left, right and centre with emails, with advice, with all these different tips and strategies. And it's so easy to be paralysed by that. I know, because I've been there. And I still have moments like that where I just sit and I think, what am I doing? Where am I going? What do I need to do next? And it just gets too much. But don't let excuses hold you back from achieving your dreams. I work with ambitious and motivated female entrepreneurs that are ready to create a business that allows them to live the life that they want to live on your own terms. I don't work with people that aren't prepared to roll up their sleeves, decide to take action and just do it. So what I want to share with you today is a few tips that I sort of wrote in my group when someone asked me about sort of how to organise time and how to take control of your business a bit better. And a few things that I think are really important. The first one is empty your mind. If your mind is completely full of information and ideas and just overflowing with all these different things coming to you all the time, you need to empty your mind. Write everything down. Get a notebook and just start scribbling. And don't stop writing until there's nothing left in your mind to write. You cannot work in a strategic and an effective way if your mind is not empty. You need to make a constant habit of doing a brain dump onto a piece of paper or into a notebook. Keep it in a notebook and you can constantly come back to it and refer to it. But you will feel so much better just having things out of your mind and onto the paper, and it will clear up so much space for you to focus on what's really important and what needs to get done. Secondly, decide on your priorities. What are your short-term goals? What do you want to do in the next 3 to 6 months with your business? It's great to have longer-term plans, but what do you specifically want to do in the next 3 to 6 months? And in order to get to those places where you want to get to in the next 3 to 6 months, what are the priorities? What action steps do you absolutely have to take in order to get to that point? I'm not talking about this would be nice or, oh, I could just do this as well. If someone's holding a gun to your head, what do you absolutely have to get done in order to move your business forward and get to where you want to be in 90 days' time, in 180 days' time? We are almost 180 days away from the end of the year. Yes, that is going to come round in a flash. So if you are not where you want to be with your business, you need to be taking action right now. No more distractions. Focus, prioritise, and do the work. Set aside a specific time to work on your priority action steps. Even if it's just an hour a day. I know that everyone has busy lives. Some of you have got kids. Some of you are working on your business in the night because you've got a full-time job. I get it. It's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for everyone. I've got 3 kids. I don't always have every hour to spend on the business, but you need to prioritise and set aside specific time to work on those priorities. Over a long period of time, even just working in short time increments, it will add up and it will make a difference. A lot of people who are spending time working on their business are actually wasting a lot of that time. So if you're focused, you can achieve much more in a shorter period of time than many people working in a much longer period of time. I call it my golden hour. Each day, I have an hour each day where I know I can work on the exact things that I need to do in order to keep my business ticking over and to keep my business moving forward. And I have my golden hour, and anything I need to get done in order to keep progressing, I have to get done in that hour. And obviously, some days I get more than an hour, which is great, and I get to work on more things. But if I don't get more than that, I've done what essentially needs to be done to keep me moving forwards. When you're working, this is number 4, when you're working on your priorities, turn off the distractions. You don't need your phone on. You don't need the internet on unless you're doing something internet specific. You don't need anything else apart from the exact thing that you're working on at that time. Have a notebook by you, so if you do find yourself being distracted, jot down what's distracting you and come back to it later. Focus on one specific task at a time and do it until it's complete. Work like crazy until it is done. Remember though, done is better than perfect. It is better to get something done, get it out there, than to spend months thinking about it, planning it, tweaking it, by which time you probably get it out and it won't even be relevant anyway. So done is better than perfect. And finally, what I want to say to people is, if you're struggling, reach out and ask for help. I'm always in my Female on Fire Facebook group answering questions and available for people that need help. Join the Female on Fire Facebook group if you're not already in it. But don't be afraid to ask for help. What you're going through, what problems you're encountering, you will not be the first person to be in that situation. There are thousands of people who are there, been in similar situations, who have come through it and who can share the benefit of their experience and their results with you. So ultimately what I want to say is, success comes down to making a decision and taking action. Particularly if you don't have the luxury of time, particularly if you have all these other demands on your time, be it other jobs or be it kids or be it, I don't know, caring for poorly relatives, whatever it might be. It's all about taking action. The action takers are the ones who will succeed. My first priorities when I start each day are mindset work, my Facebook lives, my content creation for my paid programs, being present in my Female on Fire Facebook group, and my list building and marketing. Anything else beyond that becomes as a bonus. There's obviously a money-time trade-off in business. If you don't have much time, you can spend more money to get the results more quickly. If you don't have the money, you need to put the time in. There's no two ways about it. But I don't want to hear any more excuses. So if you know you've been guilty of making excuses, if you know that fear has been holding you back, then that needs to stop, or you will still be stuck where you are now at the end of the year. And you will then be thinking, what's happened? What's happened to 2017? And you'll be then thinking, right, 2018 is my year, but what will change? Something needs to change. And you know if you're one of these people. So that's what I want to say to you. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just make a decision, prioritize, and take the action. I'm going to post a few tips up there, and if you really want to know the exact steps that it takes to build a successful business and the exact things that you need to be doing every single day, then I have got a cheat sheet, and I will share the link, so have a look at that. It's freely available. And also have a look at the Female on Fire Facebook group if you're not already in it. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.